May I make a request? Please switch off the mic before we start our event today. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, this is Mr. Lee, and he's a
Development in higher education, sharing South Korea didactic approach. So the tentative today, first of all, we have an opening speech by the director of Sultan Shah Politeknik, Mr. Mohammad Zubair, Mohammad Hanifah. He's here today, yes. And we will have an introductory speech by the GS1 representative in Malaysia, Mr. Nik Hilmizan, CEO of Glocatech Holding Sdn Bhd. And we will proceed to the sharing and presentation session by the panelists. And lastly, we will have an Q&A session at the end of the event. So if any one of you have any question to our expert panelists, so stay tuned until the end of the event. The audience also can use the chat function to ask questions regarding to the topic today. Before we go further into the details, let me introduce a bit about our panel for our interesting topic of the day. Our first panel is Dr. Norashady Mohammad Noor, fondly known as Dr. Nora here in PSAS. He is a senior lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department, Sultan Azlan Polytechnic. He has 16 years of academic experience in the Polytechnic education system. Apart from that, he also actively conducting studies in the field of education measurement, an expert in eco-friendly automotive engineering with the specialization in autonomous driving and electric vehicle. Among Dr. Lee's contribution in the area include writing books and article publication in automotive electronic system. And Dr. Lee also hold a number of patents in battery charging system, automotive electronic system, and injector cleaning system. Is it correct? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
And also we have Mr. Lee Chang Ho beside Dr. Lee. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mr. Lee is an expert in software and hardware integration coordination in GS1 South Korea. Maybe I explain a bit about GS1 Korea. GS1 is an automotive research and development and testing equipment manufacturer. And then GS1 also produce hardware, software for automotive education and research. So I'm pretty sure that both Dr. Lee and Mr. Lee heavily involved in the autonomous vehicle research and development projects. Right, and then after that we have our final and third panel for today, Mr. Mohammad Hanizan Ghani. Mr. Hanizan, a mechanical engineer by training, graduated from the University of Missouri, Columbia, USA. He has more than 20 years of experience in automotive industry, specialized in vehicle assembly, product development, dealer development, and technical training. So before we go further into the autonomous vehicle part, I would like to invite the director of Sultan Azlan Shah Politeknik, Mr. Muhammad Zubair bin Muhammad Hanafah, for the opening and welcome speech for our event this evening.
Glocatech Holding Sdn Bhd, and Encik Mohammad Hanizan bin Ghani, engineer of Glocatech Holding Sdn Bhd, and my academic deputy director of Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah, head of department of Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah, all the lecturer, staff, and all the member of the floor. Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah and the most merciful of granting us the opportunity together here today in international webinar between PSAS Autonomous Vehicle Team with a team of GS1 from Korea. It gives me a great pleasure to extend to you all a warm welcome on behalf of the Secretariat and to say how grateful we are to delegation from GS1 company and Glocatech Holding who have accepted our invitation to officiate this webinar here online from Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah. First of all, allow me to express my sincere appreciation and welcoming to all the delegates from Korea to Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah. Hopefully, it will be a reality one day at the moment online, especially Dr. Lee Won-jae and Mr. Lee Chan-ho. Annyeonghaseyo. Hello, how are you?
Correct. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the fourth industry revolution in bringing with the changes that are foretold to be exponential in nature. For your information, positioning for IR is a call to a change in mindset initiated by Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education in preparing Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah as a hub of autonomous vehicle technology center in Malaysia to embrace the effect of 4IR in autonomous vehicle, drone, and robotic. Let me share with the technologies associated with autonomous vehicle, which will affect autonomous industry in the future, defined by Carl Arthur Mohd. The first is fuel efficient rides. Tesla is a front of fuel efficient trend, introduction of series of electric and hybrid vehicle capable of hundreds of miles in a single charge. Globally, more than 2 million electrical vehicles are sold in 2016, and this number is projected to increase as more automakers embrace electric vehicle technology. Volkswagen and General Motors recently announced the addition of electric vehicle to their fleet, which Volvo expected all their engines would have an electric motor. Electric vehicles are also getting more accessible, with manufacturers such as Hyundai, Kia, and Toyota launching electric vehicles for affordable price, indicating that the investing electric vehicle is currently a global trend. So by 2020, electric vehicle and anticipate to account for 20% to 25% of total vehicle sale in the United States and up to 35% in China. That's why we as Politeknik Sultan Shah try to embracing our student and lecturer to cater about this technology to share with you people. Though we just started, hopefully it's the start to uphold the technology and to share with the others. Second is predictive vehicle technology. Artificial intelligence or AI and machine learning will play the significant part in the automotive industry future as predict capability become more widespread in automobile, customizing and driving experience. In terms of automotive manufacturing, more manufacturers are automating the process of configuring a vehicle, including the infotainment system and application choices. Vehicles are becoming into IoT devices capable of connecting to smartphone and responding to voice command, radically altering the user experience. The third is self-driving technology. Autonomous driving technology is still a long way for widespread public availability. While some firms have begun testing their driving capabilities on public roads, they are still a long way off. Numerous automobile currently include semi-autonomous capabilities via driver assist technology. So automotive standard utilities autonomous level to differentiate between vehicle autonomous capability. Most of our technology associated with AVs are informed include automatic braking sensor, lane keeping sensor, blind spot monitoring system, 360-degree cameras, adaptive cruise control, and self-parking capabilities. The last and not least is cars as a service. Car as a service refer to rental service that enable user to engage in ride-sharing services. Smart device owner may hail a driverless car using an app that pick them up to transportation or delivery requirement. The nice part about technology is that to access one of these vehicles, no driving license is needed, functioning as a driver Uber. So globally, information and analytic consultant estimates that autonomous cars is on the horizon before 2025. Such technology might help decrease the cost of mobility services while giving a safer alternative to a human driver. The bottom line, some of the industry brightest brains have joined forces with automotive firms to enhance how our automobile work this day. The growth of electric vehicle technology have decreased carbon emission without breaking the wallet, and more firm built automobile with electric motor. Big data and AI also play the vital part of customizing automobiles, informing car owner when they require to repair. The emergence of self-driving vehicle and cars potential as a mobility service with sustainability safeguard consumer while simultaneously enhancing their safety. Ladies and gentlemen, in ensuring that we are already upcoming with positioning for IR with deploy of a comprehensive strategy known as the 4IR Flagship. In choosing this strategy, Department of Polytechnic and Community College, Malaysia hope to address the challenges facing our technical, vocational education and training institution in Malaysia, especially in being relevant for the fourth industrial revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4IR flagship of autonomous vehicle, drone and robotic in Polyteknik Sultan Azlan Shah is very much ecosystem in concept, made up mainly of the two types of formal education and non-formal education. So, Polyteknik Sultan Azlan Shah must be able to create and support an ambient to learn, experience, and innovative. At the sound, as we, someone is singing at the back, as we realize, tomorrow educational institution will have to deal with uncertainties. Here is where the activities of non-formal education must play its part, and it must act as a sandbox, a playground of ideas, allowing learners to fail and relearn quickly. This, however, must be balanced with the presence of formal education, along with the fixed processes and standards. Predictable scenarios are important and must be part of the learner's experience. The trick is finding the magic ratio. Ladies and gentlemen, again, the flagship ecosystem in Polyteknik Sultan Azlan Shah will most definitely include partners from industries and the community. The final year project students are most contextual in nature, taking into consideration live project as much as possible. To achieve this target, Polyteknik Sultan Azlan Shah again has created an awareness for the fourth industry revolution and its implication to the institution, communities, and industry for now. Polyteknik Sultan Azlan Shah also have deployed and developed technological application in assisting local community and industry to embrace to the 4IR phenomena. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure to have all of you today, and hopefully this webinar will turn out the beneficial to each and everyone present here. I welcome all of you here and hope everybody will benefit and enjoy this session. Before I end my speech, I would like to congratulate and express my gratitude to all who have been working hard in making sure today's event is a success. Thank you. Gamsaham Nida and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Zubair. A great speech indeed, sir. Next, now I would like to invite Mr. Nik Hilmizan, CEO of Glocatech Holding Sdn Bhd, for an introductory speech. Sir, you may start whenever you are ready.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Thanks a lot, Mr. Moderator, Mr. Technologist Mohammad Al-Bukhari. Yang dihormati Your Honorable Mr. Muhammad Zubair bin Muhammad Hanafah, the Director of Sultan Azlan Shah Polytechnics, Excellencies, honorable speakers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to extend my appreciation to the organizer, Polyteknik Sultan Azlan Shah, Kehadiran Perak, for inviting us to this webinar. Understand that this webinar is regarding the autonomous vehicle development in higher education, sharing the South Korea didactic approach. Autonomous vehicle or driverless vehicle can be defined as the vehicle that is able to operate itself and perform necessary function without any human intervention through their ability to sense its surrounding. Maybe this definition is referred to the level 4 and level 5 of automated or autonomous vehicle. Actually, the AV or autonomous vehicle has underwent the long history. I just briefed some of the significant occasion here. In 1939, at Futurama Auto World Fair, Mr. Norman Belgadis of General Motors has created the first self-driving car, which was an electric vehicle guided by radio-controlled electromagnetic. This one has been considered as the first ever automated or autonomous vehicle, but still using the radio control electromagnetic. By 1958, General Motors has made this concept to reality. The car's front end embedded with a sensor called pick-up coils that could detect the current flowing through the wire embedded in the road. This one happened in 1958. And then by 1977, the Japanese improved upon this idea and starting using the camera that relay data to the computer to process the image of the road. However, this vehicle just could only travel at the speed below 40 km per hour. And by 1980s, the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, the short form of DARPA, D-A-R-P-A, has funded the Autonomous Land-Driven Vehicle, ALV, in the United States, made use of new technology developed by University of Maryland and other university in Michigan. This ALV has been considered as the first autonomous vehicle that used LiDAR. 1980s, the first autonomous vehicle that considered using the LiDAR technology and use computer vision and autonomous robotic to direct a robotic vehicle at the speed of 30 km, about 30 km per hour. And starting from starting October 2016, Tesla said that all of their cars are built with the necessary hardware to allow full self-driving capability of safety level, meaning at level 5 of AV. But as today, understand that this idea has not happened yet. I think that's all, Mr. Moderator, for now. As the opening speech, I will let our counterpart, our Korean counterpart, to explain and sharing further on AV didactic approach in South Korea.
Okay, thank you, sir. I would like to introduce a bit about autonomous vehicle. As we all know, autonomous vehicle is a car driven by itself. It's just saying, isn't it? Imagine being able to sleep and drive at the same time. Yes. While that may seem like a silly concept years ago, it may be soon part of our daily life. In fact, a major automotive player have been working with developing self-driving cars since the start of the millennium and hope to have the vehicle available for us to use. The car have need for gas pedals or steering wheels because they operate independently of driver, using lasers, sensors, and cameras for guidance. While this may seem unsafe, there is evidence to support that the car are more secure than the vehicle that we have today. In fact, some self-driving vehicle will not only improve safety on the road, but they will also reduce traffic jams. How interesting! Yes, for Malaysia. To discuss this, I would like to invite Dr. Nora to share his experience in various stage of AV development. So the stage is yours, Dr. Nora.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening to everybody here. First of all, I would like to thank to Mr. Chairman, Mr. Bukhari, and welcome to our delegation from Korea and from Glocatech Holding Sdn Bhd. Okay, today I would like to share with you about the scenario. Okay, the scenario of the developments of autonomous vehicles in Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah, and the short name is PSAS. Okay, before that, I want to share with you about the agenda of Politekniks Malaysia in 4IR industry driven flagships. So actually we have 10 flagships that are located within 10 different institutions throughout Malaysia, and they are chosen based on the on either their special programs or either their industrial report, or have potentially as organizations. And the institutions will each address as fields of 4IR, may it be industrial sectors or technologies. So we have autonomous vehicle robots, wearables, retails, logistics, agriculture and aquaculture, entertainment, cybersecurity, halal hubs, building and constructions, and lastly we have tourism and hospitality. So PSAS has given opportunity to lead the autonomous vehicle, drones and robotic projects for this 4IR flagships. Okay, so the objective of 4IR autonomous vehicle flagship is the first one. We want to create a culture, and a culture of 4 industrial revolutions among our students, among our institutions, among the societies, and for the industrial player. We want to create an awareness of the 4 industrial revolutions, especially in terms of autonomous vehicles and its implications to the institutions, communities, and industries. And after that, when everybody aware about these revolutions, we try to deploy and develop technological application in existing communities and industries to embrace the 4th industrial revolution phenomenon. And the last one, we want to complete of 4IR institutional projects that I will explain later. So as we can see here, we start from the acquiring relevant knowledge And then our teams, our autonomous vehicle teams, will creating awareness. And after that, we start to application in actions. And the last one, after we got all the knowledge and skills about the autonomous vehicle, we'll start to share our knowledge and do a lot of innovations of application in autonomous vehicles. Okay, here is our organization for a chart for every PSAS team. So as we know, today's paradigms in the automotive industries has been shifted from high performance vehicle to safe and comfortable vehicles. Okay, from high performance vehicle to safe and comfortable vehicles. So
excuse me, Dr. Nora, can you
Yes.
full screen the slide, please?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Screen.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, no problems. Okay, so this paradigm shift has accelerated the developments of various intelligence vehicle technologies. Ultimately, maximizing safety and comfort can be achieved by autonomous car. In order to realize autonomous driving, the car have to perceive driving environments and should also perform path planning and control without human interventions. Okay, for the developments of automotive driving technology in PSAS, we have created some of cluster. We have teams of perceptions and data collections, teams of localizations, design and artistics, motion control, navigations, team of autotronic vehicle system and vehicle dynamics and fabrications. Okay, here is the PSAS autonomous vehicle ecosystem developments. So we have made a collaboration with 3 other institutions. The first one is Politeknik Sultan from Kulim. They are expert in drones technology. From Politeknik Sultan Salahuddin from Shah, they are expert in robotics. And the last one is College Community Kepala Batas with the experts in hybrids. Okay. So, as we know, autonomous car is a self-driving car that has the ability to drive by itself without human interventions. And there are 5 basic functions, which is I have explained just now. So the functions that drive the autonomous car is perceptions, localizations, planning, control, and system management. And the conceptuals. Here is the development path for the autonomous vehicle in PSAS. So we start from developments of delivery robots. And for your information, we are in the halfway to complete this delivery robots, because actually most of us from this team very lack of knowledge and skills, especially in intelligence, artificial intelligence, in computing technologies. So we learn from basics, and Alhamdulillah, now we have developed, I think about 70% for the delivery robots. And the second stage, we try to develop autonomous buggy car for the carrying passengers. And we hope we can start from this year's and up to the next year's. And after that, after finish develop delivery robots and buggy, we'll start to develop a fully driverless car. In our planning is in 2022 to 2023. Okay.
Recording in progress.
So this is the directions of our autonomous vehicle flagships. Okay, we start from last year. Okay, we developed AV parcel, and after we got some knowledge or skills, we go further for the AV, and lastly, AV standard car. Okay, for the delivery robots, we have finished course for the basics of autonomous vehicle systems, level 1. And now we go for the level 2 to solve the problem with the environment interactions. And we hope that we can make a collaboration with the delegation from Korea and to help us to teach us for the level 3 so that we can solving problem with high technology systems and challenging environments for our autonomous vehicles. Okay, this is our baby, our first invention for these autonomous projects. Okay, we have complete to develop the physical body. We have a LiDAR, RTK GPS, and we also use internet for our main processor. And we use a stereo camera. And for the navigations, we use a linear motor to use as a steering for this delivery robots. And we hope that from the collaboration with the industries, with other institutions, we can complete this project as soon as possible. Okay, this is the AV autonomous vehicle parcel electronic frameworks. And this is the structures, the architectures for our robots. Okay. Okay, this is the hardware wiring diagram. Okay. So I think that's all for today. What I can share with you, with Professor Dr. Lee, so that I hope that Dr. Lee will give us some advice how we can to complete our projects, starting from delivery robot to buggy, autonomous buggy, and last one is fully driverless car. Okay, Mr. Bukhari.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Nora. Okay, for our second session, our second panelist for today, to share the experience of South Korea in terms of the autonomous vehicle development. I would like to invite both Dr. Lee and Mr. Lee to share their experience. Okay, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bukhari. And it's very impressive for your presentations, the panels, Mr. Dr. Zubair and Hilmizan, and also Norashady. So very thank you for your presentation and very impressive, especially the puzzle, the AV puzzle, the kit, it was very impressive. Very thank you for showing your presentation, Mr. Dr. Norashady. And now I would like to introduce our main panel, the Dr. Lee Jae-woong. who is for the Jungbu University currently in Korea, and also he is a CEO, the pre-CEO. Now he is on the working in the university currently in Korea. So okay, let me pass over to him the mic, and then actually please understand. I beg you understand. So I should say in English my Polish English, and also after get the Korean language from the Dr. Lee. So Dr. Lee is saying in Korean, and I say to English to you, right? Please understand.
Right. Sure, no problem.
네, 반갑습니다. 현재 우리 각 국가들의 CO2 규제에 따른 그래프입니다.
Okay, nice to meet you. So this slide is for the regulation, economic regulation each country on the world.
네. 미국. 자, 다음 슬라이드는 CO2 규제에 따른 페널티 규제입니다.
This slide is the penalty prediction in the Europe Union. So automotive technology to the response to the environmental regulations. So yeah, this slide is the saying the emission regulation and the fuel regulation is according to the policy each the countries. So our the EV and AV the technology come from this regulation, because we should save on Earth environment and from the emission of the CO2.
Mr. Lee, we cannot see your slide.
Oh, you cannot see our slide. Sorry. 슬라이드 안 보이는데요 지금.
You need to share your screen, I think.
Okay. Thank you for your 부카리가 지금 얘기한 건데. 화면 공유. Okay, now you see here. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So the several slides is for the why we should go to the electric vehicle and autonomous vehicle. So the main reason, as you know, the main reason is that we should save the Earth, our planet, from the CO2 emission and many harmful the gas emission. So this slide is about the gasoline engine technology. 말씀하세요. 아니 뭐 얘기를 알아야지.
고압 분사 패턴 시스템이고.
The first image is the high pressure spray pattern, and dual injection, combustion, and high efficiency the ignition, the multi-stage injection, CVT and CVL, and electrification. This is the process to how. This is the process about the gasoline engine, the working. Also, diesel engine technology also similar from combustion to high pressure spray, multi-stage injection, supercharging technology, high efficiency, low cost post processing, and EGR control and exhaust heat recovery. So. 하이브리드네.
네.
한국말로 일단 말씀하시면.
하이브리드 기술을.
So this slide is the process about the hybrid technology, the history, from the general car to hybrid car and plug-in hybrid car and electric car.
plug-in hybrid.
So this slide is a story about the plug-in the hybrid. So I passed all of the slide very rapidly because you know about this our technology. This technology already has done the previous time, but before go to the autonomous technology, just we should review about our current technology about computation and hybrid. Okay, skip.
예. 자, 그래서 최종적으로 이와 같이 친환경 그리고 에너지 안보, 기술성, 경제성을 확보하기 위해서 네, 중기차.
So our electric vehicle and autonomous vehicles come from these region, economic, environment problem and energy problem, and technical feasibility, and also economic feasibility. So now we introduce about the Korea autonomous technology.
한국차에서는 현재 아이오닉 차를 오토노미스 그 AV 차로 만들고 있습니다.
Okay, let me the example. Let me say the example about the autonomous. autonomous예요, 아니면 electrical? Autonomous with the ionic Hyundai.
3타입 3단계.
So this ionic, the Hyundai autonomous level is level 3.
레벨 3 타입.
Yeah, level 3. So yeah, what is level 3? So he will explain about the level about autonomous.
자, 현재 우리 한국에 있는 자율주행 자동차는 스텝 2.5입니다.
2.5? 2인데?
2.5.
2.5. So now currently in Korea, autonomous technology is on the 2.5 level. 2.5 level, the partial automation.
네, 한국에서는 앞으로 3.5단계를 타겟으로 추진하고 있습니다.
언제까지?
2025년까지.
2025년까지. So by 2025 years, the Korea government target for the level 3, all the commercial vehicle.
네, 현재 한국에서 사용되고 있는 중형차들 대부분이 약 3단계 가까이 다가와 있습니다.
The most sedan electric car in Korea approach the level 3.
자율주행 차에서 우리 학교에서 사용할 수 있는 학교에서 배울 수 있는 교육 장치들입니다.
So this slide is about the autonomous driving, the training, the education. The autonomous driving concept is like the four concepts.
예, 첫 번째.
The first concept is precision, the map, and positioning technology class. Why this class?
자율주행을 위해서는 차 위치 정보를 정확히
to determine the autonomous technology, we should determine the position, where we are. So we use this class, the precision, the map, and the positioning the technology in this class.
두 번째는 이쪽. 컨트롤. 네, 세컨.
마우스. The second class is operational, the control, the device, like electronic circuit, hardware, and algorithm, the software.
자, 이 판단은 이것은 이제 우리가 가졌던 정보를 가지고 판단하는 그런.
So in this class, the user should judge and control from the information the previous class, the precision, the GPS map. So the driver should judge and control the hardware device and the software device algorithm.
네. 다음 아래에 있는 내용들은 우리 자율주행차에서 사용되고 있는 각종의 센서들.
The next class is about the sensors used in the autonomous vehicle, like lidar, laser,
카메라,
and ultrasonic sensor.
다음 네 번째 단계는 제어.
The last class is about the control, the
네.
driving control, the
네.
driving control with the steering, the
네.
brake, and speed
네.
control,
엔진
and
컨트롤.
engine, motor control.
네. 자, 다음 단계는 자율주행의 사람과 유사한 점에 대해서 얘기를 해봤습니다.
This slide about the comparison between human and autonomous vehicle.
자, 인간의 모든 판단 능력은 다음과 같이 지어줍니다.
Human brain is matched. Human brain matched the machine learning the algorithm and the map environment the model.
그다음에 두 번째 눈이나 귀는 다음과 같은 카메라를 이용해서
Our
정보를
eyes
수집하고,
and our ears, the rules by the sensors and the vehicle as communication. What is as communication?
네, 좀 더. 네,
next.
해서 이 모든 정보들은 계속 학습을 하고 있어요.
So every information,
네, 모든 정보는 학습을 해서
every information is learning from
머릿속에 학습을 한다.
every information is learning to in the brain, in the machine learning the algorithm and the map environment the model.
그래서 판단된 내용을 제어하는 최종 단계가 바로 자율주행 시스템입니다.
So with the information calculated on the brain, on the machine learning algorithm, the system control the device.
자, 이건 한국에서 지금 현 대학에서 사용하고 있는 대회입니다. 대회.
좀 메뉴 거 좀 지울 수 없나요?
네, 안 돼요.
안 돼요?
얘기했죠.
This slide is autonomous driving competition. Every year, the Korea Association of the University held the competition
네.
for the autonomous vehicle.
규정되어 있는 이런 플랫폼을 가지고 다음과 같은 규정된 경기장 안에서 대회를 하고 있습니다.
The autonomous vehicle platform is fixed, and the circuit, the competition, the circuit is fixed. So with the fixed, with the fixed things, the many students compete each other with their made the vehicle.
네, 1년에 약 50개 대학이 참석을 하고 있습니다.
Every year, almost 50 universities participate this competition event.
네, 그래서 규정된 여러 가지 조항들을 가지고 정지, 회피, 그다음에 뭐 경고 그런 부분들을 얼마큼 잘.
The evaluation factor is stop and
경고.
escape and the warning.
네, 맞아요. 그리고 대상 물질을 얼마큼 더 정확하게 감지하는지까지.
And also how to sensing accurately with the sensors installed in their vehicle.
자, 이건 학생들이 직접 프로그래밍하고 영상을 찍어서 나타난 알고리즘을.
The university students make this software, and this screen, this picture is used in the competition event. This is an example.
자, 이 부분은 지금 현재 자율주행 자동차에서 사용되고 있는 센서들을 나타내는 것입니다.
This slide is about the sensors in the autonomous vehicle.
자, 차에 따라서 롱 레인지 레이더가 있고,
According to the vehicle, the long range radar,
short or
medium range radar, and the lidar, camera, ultrasonic, and
GPS 시스템들을 이렇게 해서 차 전체를 센싱할 수 있게 모든 센서들이 장착되어 있습니다.
So with those sensors, those sensors sensing all of the environment of the surrounding of the autonomous vehicle.
자, 이 부분은 지금 현재 우리 국내 한국에서 사용되고 있는 차를 기준으로 하고 있지만 실적 대회에서는 이렇게 많은 센서를 사용하지 않습니다.
So this regulation, this is regulation. Okay, I can say the regulation. This regulation used in the commercial autonomous vehicle in Korea. But in the competition, the university is not use all of the sensors. They use a few, right? Yeah, they use a few. The sum of the sensor of the all of these sensors.
네, 지금 보이시는 것은 카메라로 차선을 인식하는 알고리즘을 나타내고 있습니다.
This algorithm, this view is the algorithm, how to detect the line, sensing the line.
첫 번째는
The first one,
카메라로 영상을 찍은 거고,
the camera view.
두 번째는 카메라를 1차 필터링합니다.
Second photo is the filtering view.
자, 여기서 정확하게 차선을 확인할 수 있다.
So in the filtering view, so the system can recognize the exact lane.
네, 그렇게 해서 1차 필터링이 되면은 이 필터링 된 데이터를 가지고 자율주행 데이터를 사용하고 있습니다.
So with the filtering data, the autonomous vehicle used for the autonomous algorithm.
네, 다음과 같이 이 차는 차로를 판단하는 거예요. 차로.
The second algorithm, 이것도 알고리즘이죠?
네, 알고리즘.
Yeah, second algorithm also
차가 가는
차로 detecting the road, the vehicle road.
필터링 되는 그림을.
So the filtering view is the second is the road of the vehicle.
네.
First filtering is for line. First filtering is line, and second filtering is lane for the vehicle lane.
자, 이건 통신에 관련된 내용이니까 이거 참조하시기 바라겠습니다.
This slide is about the communication the view. Just we skip.
V2I.
Yeah, V2I,
V2V,
vehicle to infrastructure, and
V2V,
vehicle to vehicle, V2V,
V2N,
vehicle to network, V2N,
P,
and vehicle to pedestrian, V2P.
참고하시기 바라겠습니다.
Yeah, so you can reference.
자, 한국에서 사용되고 있는 시스템들의 스키매틱입니다.
This slide is of schematic for the autonomous vehicle, real autonomous vehicle in Korea. So in the sensor sector and control part and actuator part and etc part. Okay. So sensor part, camera, ultrasonic sensor, and also another camera, radar, and etc. And control part. Control part은 능동 제어네.
시스템.
active control. 능동 제어. Yeah. Active control and warning and information.
네. 자, 이 모든 컨트롤 시스템은 사실상 우리가 자율주행이라고 하지만 사실 이게 우리는 ADAS라고 해서
ADAS.
네, ADAS.
AV가 ADAS예요?
ADAS라고.
ADAS.
우리는 ADAS라고.
So we call the control part ADAS.
ADAS.
active control이네, 그죠? active control, ADAS.
자, 이건 사물을 인식하는 카메라에 자율주행에서 가장 중요한 건데 사물들을 인식하는 인식 영상입니다.
This view is how to system detect the surround.
그래서 이렇게 차량이 지나가면 그 차를 어떻게 인식할지 자전거로.
So when the vehicle passing, or when the bicycle passing, or when the some pedestrian passing, so how to detect each object.
네.
So the view is the filtering view.
그래서 경고를 제외, 이 안에 들어와 있는 것은 경고를 제외하고.
Yeah, except warning and
네.
target except
네, 경고.
target warning and target warning.
네.
The blue one is target warning and
네.
red one is except warning.
네.
So the system distinguish the warning the which warning is except, which warning is target. So through the filtering the view.
자, 실제 사용되고 있는 라이다 센서입니다.
This LiDAR sensor uses the near. Maybe Dr. Norashady, Dr. Nora using this sensor in his the vehicle.
네, 이거 3D 레이더고
3D radar.
네, 그리고 좀 더 이제 정밀도 떨어진 2D 레이더.
And 2D radar. The accuracy is a little bit low.
우리는 이 센서를 이용해서 지금 대학생들이 JPPKK 사용하고 있습니다.
So the university students to use these LiDAR sensors for their competition.
그다음에 카메라도 마찬가지로 이렇게 전방에 붙여서
The camera installed in front of the vehicle. And camera also.
네, GPS. 네.
GPS specifications.
네. 그다음에 종합적으로 시스템을 제어하는 컨트롤러.
The controller, this controller, the control, the whole the vehicle.
네. 자, 이런 과정들을 이용해서 사실상 학생들에게 제작되고 있는 그러한 그 교육 재료들이다.
GS1 company, our company, produce some educational and training equipment for the electric vehicle and autonomous vehicle, for and hydrogen, hydrogen electric vehicle. So previous. So we make the platform. We make the platform, and also we use the used car or new car to make the education, the simulator. So and
첫 번째 수소차.
And the first one, this is
fuel cell.
hydrogen.
fuel cell.
Hydrogen fuel cell electric car.
지금 이제 만들어서 이렇게 앞에 엔진 쪽, 수소 탱크 쪽.
Yeah. Hydrogen tank and engine.
뭐 배터리.
tank and battery. 스택이라고 하죠. 스택. 스택 모듈.
인버터.
Okay. Hydrogen tank module.
네.
And stack module.
네.
And inverter module.
네.
그리고
모터
module. Where is it? motor module.
전체적으로 구성을 하고 있다.
And the whole of the system.
네. 이건 전기차.
This is electric vehicle, normal electric vehicle, and high voltage battery.
에어컨.
And aircon. Inverter module. motor module.
네.
And the whole of the system.
네. 충전 포트까지.
충전 포트.
네. 이건 실적으로 데이터를 얻기 위한 이런 실제 전기차에서 나오는 데이터들을 취득할 수 있는 그런 교육 장비예요.
So every the equipment can data archived from the system. So every the system used for the real car. We make it from the real car, and we get the data from the system. Then we use the data to make some simulator.
자, 이건 전기차에 대한 구조를 보기 위한 그런 교육용으로서 학생들에게 대학생들이
전기차요?
네. 구조, 주행하장.
This equipment is for the training about the component structure. Okay. This equipment is for the studying the structure of the electric car.
이건 수소 구조를 보기 위한
수소 구조.
이건 작동되지
Yeah.
구조만.
This equipment is for the study the structure of the hydrogen fuel cell car.
네, 이런 장비들을 이용해서 대학에서 지금 전기차에 대한 교육을 하고 있고, 이런 시스템에 또 자율주행 센서를 더 붙여서 주행 교육을 하고 있습니다.
So now currently many Korean university use this equipment to develop their technology to participate in the competition, and additionally they install some sensor and something algorithm software. They make the real autonomous vehicle from the electric vehicle.
여기까지.
Okay. Okay, so Dr. Lee presented about the autonomous in Korea, the currently technology, and also the how to train on how to educate about autonomous in the university. So now any questions, so we can discuss about some topic. Okay, Mr. Bukhari. So
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Lee and Mr. Lee. It is interesting that you discuss about the autonomous technology that has been developed in South Korea, and it is also interesting that you discuss about internal combustion engine that can be further developed to reduce pollution. So I think that is one of your research, isn't it, Dr. Lee? Yes.
이것이 지금 사장님께서 개발하고 있는 그러니까 우리가 컨버전 인텔리전트 컨버전에서 이제 예, 오토노머스 일렉트릭으로 넘어왔는데 이것이 지금
Okay.
Yes, Bukhari, yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So I open to the audience. If any of you any question, you can just turn on your mics and just ask our panel today, or you can just write your question in the chat, just beside on your right side, and then maybe I could convey the question to Dr. Lee and Mr. Lee later on in the event. Is it okay? Yeah. Right. So we go to our final panel for today. Mr. Hanizan, to discuss about the future of Malaysian worker in terms of technical skill in technical institution. So I would like to invite Mr. Hanizan to present his view and how Glocatech Holding Sdn Bhd can contribute to this. Your stage is yours, Mr. Hanizan.
Okay. I was expecting to present something else, but I can give some input to the what's called the outlook for the industry worker in Malaysia, especially our local graduate, with regards to their knowledge of the current automotive technology. But before that, let me go through something that relevant the what's so called the autonomous.
Yes, sure. You can share. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to share my screen. Mr. Lee need to go off his sharing.
Yes, Mr. Hanizan, you can share your screen.
I cannot start sharing while other participants.
It's allowed. 아니야?
Yeah.
Mr. Lee,
okay.
maybe
Now,
you
okay.
can. Yeah. Okay.
Can you?
Right.
Okay.
Sorry. Hold on. Just give me a second. Okay.
엄청 많이 봤다. 선생님도 다 보인 것 같은데.
Just give me a second, Mr. Moderator. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know what's going on. Okay.
우리 말 들리나요 지금?
네, 지금 안
아, 괜찮아요. 들려요.
I keep getting the wrong screen share. I don't know why.
Maybe you can close this slide first and then open up the presentation that you want to share.
Let me
하지
close.
말고 일단 쉐어 제가 아직 못 열었나 봐요.
Or maybe you can share the screen. You can use that as well.
Share screen and I select the screen.
Yep.
Share. No.
Yeah.
Let me. I apologize, everybody.
Maldives too far.
I'm not very good with Zoom. I will close everything.
Okay. In the meantime, can I ask question to Mr. Lee and Dr. Lee?
Sure. Yeah. We are
Okay.
ready.
So
Yes,
this question is from the at the side of chat panel. Vehicle which use hydrogen fuel cell. Can I know any enhancement in the security system of the vehicle? And then it state that because vehicle which using hydrogen fuel cell need precious metal to act as catalyst, right? So this is the question to both of you.
Okay. Mr. Bukhari, this slide, right?
Sorry again.
This slide?
I can't see your slide.
이거 지금 안 되나 봐요. 화면 쉐어를 아직 안 했나 봐요. Sorry. Is this one?
Yeah. It's about hydrogen fuel cell.
Yes, the hydrogen. Yes.
Yeah. Can you explain a bit about the security system for
Security
hydrogen fuel
system.
cell? Yeah.
요거에 대한 어떤 보안 장치라든지 안전 보안 스큐리티라든지.
지금은 보안 장치 어떤 보안 장치를 얘기하는
그러니까 하이드로젠이면 위험하잖아요.
네네.
수소면은 수소의 안전성 문제를 얘기하는 것 같아요.
그렇죠. 정확하게 안전성이라고 하면
So
주행 안전성.
you talking about sorry, your question is about the safety.
Yeah. The safety. Yes.
Security.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, the safety of hydrogen fuel, because hydrogen will cause an explosion to the car. Is it?
Yeah. Explosion.
Yes. Yeah. So can you discuss a bit about the safety system for hydrogen fuel cell in
Okay,
car?
I got your point. Yes.
첫 번째 탱크는
about the tank.
굉장히 중요한 포인트입니다.
It's the most important things.
네, 그래서 이건 이중으로 구조가 되어 있어요.
So,
안에는 스틸, 안에는 스틸, 그다음에 바깥에는 유리 섬유.
So this is two kinds of the cover. The inside the strong steel and the outside is fiber. Yeah, fiber.
그리고 강도는 총으로 쏴도 뚫리지 않을 만큼.
The strength is very hard to on bullet the gun is cannot hit that.
그리고 혹시라도 탱크가 탱크가 이렇게 흙이 파손이 돼서 압력이
Sebenarnya
누수가 되면은
apa sih Messi apa
급격하게 탱크의 압력을 바깥으로 배출시키는
So in case some crack in the tank, so all of the pressure is released to outside immediately.
네, 그렇게 되어 있습니다.
And that is the tank.
만약 탱크를 교환을 하게 되면은 이 탱크 안에 있는 잔류 수소를 방출시킬 수 있는 별도의 장치가 되어
So
있습니다.
when we replace the tank, so we should emit all of the hydrogen inside of the tank to outside.
네.
And that most of the thing important. And next to.
그다음 넥스트는 진료 스택인데.
Next is the stack is normal stack이잖아요.
네, normal stack.
normal stack.
네, 그래서 수소차에서 안정성은 탱크가 가장 중요한 안정성.
액체인지 기체인지.
기체죠, 기체.
기체.
네, 기체고요.
The hydrogen is the gas, no liquid.
그래서 800bar까지.
So 500 bar. 500 bar is
very high.
Very high.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50, very high.
Yeah, 50 megapascal. So 50 megapascal is very high pressure.
그래서 폭발 위험성 같은 경우는
So we no worry about the explosion from the tank. And the other system is the same with the electric vehicle.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your answer.
Yes.
Bukhari, Assalamualaikum.
Yes, Zubair. Yes, Mr. Zubair, director. Yes.
Hadi.
Yeah.
Okay. Assalamualaikum, Bukhari. I would like to ask one question from the floor. Actually, from my lecturer. Actually, he's asking about is there any strategic planning of cross ministerial work effort to develop AV among Korea and the others counterpart? Any planning?
Okay, hold on. So ministry planning 얘기한 거군요.
Mic tak buka tu. Apa tengah tanya jawapan. Okay.
그거 일단 이 정부에서도 우리나라 정부에서도 사실상 수소차를 많이
수소차라는 얘기한 게 아니고 정말. Okay, Mr. Director Zubair, so your question is about the cooperation between the government to government, or
I mean any strategic plan because of the AV is the upper end technology. So is there any cross ministerial among the academic institution of the collaboration works on autonomous vehicle?
I sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I got the point. Yeah. Yeah. There are many projects and the task from the government to especially this is a very critical issue about autonomous. Autonomous is very critical issue, especially in Korea. Is advanced technology about the 4 revolution industry. So and very high speed the internet, many cloud and high speed the internet speed. So the Korean government focused to how to increase aggressively they input many money, many budget to develop this technology. So they are huge of the project. So our company also involve some the project, the corporate project, government to company and government to university. So we involve the project.
So like those days with Politeknik in Koma, I collaborate with Wonju University Politeknik in Seoul, Korea regarding of the underwater welding.
Wonju Polytechnic College.
The one underwater welding. Underwater, but
yes,
I really hope that since we are embarking autonomous vehicle in Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah, I would like to have a collaboration project in terms of my staff attachment or any form of a collaboration on autonomous vehicle project because of we are very keen with this technology, and we are exploring more info and more technology, the latest technology on autonomous vehicle. So we need a help of other counterpart to make us reality on every project in Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah.
I see.
MOU.
So, Mr. Director, Zubair, I want to say something. In Korea, the Polytechnic College is under the Ministry of the Labor. So I think you are the Polytechnic College is under the Ministry of Education, right?
Higher education, Ministry of
Higher education, higher education. So our Korea, the Polytechnic College is focused to how to get a job, the hand skill job. So I think if we cooperate the high education level, so the 4-year university is better than the cooperate together because so many university like the Junggu University and Kunmin University is get the big project about autonomous project from the government. So we have a big data and we have a big network to develop about the autonomous technology. So if your organization to have some planning to cooperate with the Korean institute or something, so we can coordinate together. So between the university to your institute, and also between the government, some institute under the government Korea to end your institute. So
actually in Polytechnic Sultan Azlan Shah, we have set up a center of technology on automotive and manufacturing, and under this center, autonomous vehicle project is a special project intent now. So we really hope that we can collaborate, discussing, and go not just research but also the hands-on of us to do the project to get impact with as much as we can among the counterpart in Malaysia and also in Korea, especially because today we are talking about Malaysia, Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah, and Korea. So I really hope to work on it lah because of maybe after this COVID pandemic lah. Okay, so you also welcome to our institution and can discuss further. Let's see what kind of project, because we started the project already, but on a small scale and phase by phase. And I really hope that ongoing there will be a real project on this AV, make it reality as a, even though I don't expect that my team AV in Polytechnic Malaysia come up the finished car or vehicle car, but I think we are starting a prototype first because I want my as the academic institution, we not attach any company in our institution yet for this AV project. We actually we start with as the academia. I equip my lecturer and a student with knowledge. I send them with the several courses related to the AV, so that if we have the collaboration with the company or any institution that very actively in autonomous vehicle, so we are very pleased and very open to all the company and the expert to come with us to discuss project, and also Polytechnic Sultan Azlan Shah also intend to develop a hub for the AV training in Malaysia. So being a hub, so I need more expertise and more other institution and more industry coming in to make the dream to being the AV hub in Polytechnic Sultan Azlan Shah success. Thank you very much.
Yes, very thank you for your mention about the situation in the Polytechnic Sultan. So, yes, we can cooperate if you are interested with the co-work together. So, especially you mentioned about the prototype about the autonomous vehicle in there.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Lee, as a CEO of the company and also the professor in the university, so he has the good network about the good technology company and also the government peoples. So I think so we have many opportunity to cooperate in future.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The director. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lee. Mr. Hanizan, are you ready for your presentation? Cik Hanizan? Cik Hanizan, are you ready? Yeah. Mr. Hanizan, your mic is still off. Can you?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Clear. Okay.
From industry viewpoint, I would like to share my observation on the challenges in the AV. Why I want to show this would provide an opportunity to the institute which area that you want to zoom in and try maybe look for the solution together with our Korean partner. In fact, we are bringing them in because we think that they are the perfect partner. Diorang maybe beberapa dekat hadapan kita lah. Okay. Okay, first one, the limitation on the current sensor punya technology, the LIDAR, the radar, the GPS, also camera. So we have notorious what's so-called incident with Tesla in Florida, whereas the system, the car itself cannot detect the white truck and differentiate it with the white sky background and causing accident and unfortunately fatality. So this is an area that the what so-called institute can focus into. Machine learning algorithm and artificial intelligence. Okay, this machine learning requires tons amount of data that they are every car, for example, the Tesla, they have millions of them, and they every day they keep collecting data when they run through a new route, learning a new thing, and then they what so-called release the updates to other car from what is learning, what they have learned. Okay, so that requires an efficient communication like 5G. So far we have only 4G, but campus maybe there is other workaround that we can do it. Safety on the open road. The system must be able to operate in all weather, from the cold of Siberia and to the desert of Sahara. So the infrastructure, like for example, a very simple, the lane keep assist, which is I think level 1, requires properly painted line. Otherwise, it cannot detect. It cannot keep the car in the lane. Also, the safety for others, meaning that the other user on the road. That's why we don't have widespread rollout yet AV on the road. Also, there are issues of homologation and regulation. As far as we know, currently there are many manufacturers that are working on this AV solution, but I'm not sure. Dr. Lee can correct me if I'm missing something here. There are still no standardization on the homologation of the AV system. Just like we have standardized for the ABS, for the vehicle communication, something like that, you know. And then of course the legal framework which involving maybe accident, what if autonomous and autonomous vehicle got to accident, something like that. So just like any other revolutionary new technology, more R&D is required. Okay, I think Mr. Director also mentioned about the awareness, the education, but in the industry, the consumer education is required to educate the consumer. It will take time. Also, there needs to be industry collaboration with the research institute and the government, and maybe our CRIM needs to be involved with setting up some standard with regard to AV. Dr. Noor, what was in the minutes that I was supposed to be supposed to give comment in?
Actually, Mr. Shafiq asked to put Mr. Hanizan in this webinar to share what what skills or knowledge that we can share each other between Glocatech Holdings and PSAS and also Korea.
Okay, saya explain dalam bahasa Melayu. Excuse me, Dr. Lee and Mr. Lee. I explain in the local language. Excuse me. Okay, apa yang diorang boleh tolong apa yang diorang boleh bantu dari segi contohnya macam kalau institut nak developkan prototype, diorang boleh tolong on that side in terms of hardware dia, software, machine learning, AI, diorang dah ada semua teknologi itu. Okay. MOU boleh dilakukan dan apa namanya exchange lecturer pun boleh diarrangekan. Okay.
Itulah sebab tadi pun masa webinar yang pertama tadi pun apa panel daripada UIA pun dia highlight Korea memang jauh ke depan lah dalam teknologi autonomous ni.
Ya, betul. Diorang jauh ke depan. Diorang ada kalau kereta, ya betul, diorang level 2.5. Tapi kalau untuk small bagi macam institute plan untuk buat tu, diorang dah ada level 5, running level 5 yang tak ada steeringnya.
Hanizan mungkin boleh share video yang prototype yang dia test dekat.
Sorry. Can I say something? Well, sorry. About the level 2.5. We mentioned about the 2.5 level in Korea, the autonomous. That is just for the commercial autonomous vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah, but the development, we can go to the level 4, level 5 for the school, for the development, for the R&D. So we can go to for
Mr.
level 4, level 5.
Mr. Lee,
Yes.
Do you have the video of the buggy with you ready?
Okay, I will prepare. I will prepare. So you go ahead in 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Can we Cik Hanizan kiranya dah conclude kan tadi ya. Okay, so we go to the next session, which is the Q&A session. So I have a few questions with me. Maybe Dr. Norashady or Mr. Nik can answer this question. We are moving towards robotics and autonomous intelligence, especially in the manufacturing sector. How this affect the current and future worker in the industry? So maybe both of you can comment maybe I can answer the question.
Ini our industry.
Yeah.
Doktor.
Efek pada industri. Saya rasa dari segi tenaga kerja, memang kita sepatutnya dengan kehadiran teknologi baru 4IR ni, kita sepatutnya dah boleh kurangkan tenaga kerja asing. Maknanya untuk kerja-kerja rutin di kilang tu, kita boleh hapuskan sedikit demi sedikit lah. Contohnya kerja-kerja mengangkat, menurunkan, mengalihkan, lepas tu QC. Jadi kerja-kerja yang rutin dilakukan berulang-ulang, yang mana boleh digantikan dengan robot, adalah lebih wajar lah kita terima teknologi tu. Kerana kalau kita gunakan teknologi ni, dia tak ada penat, tak ada bosan, dan produktiviti pun akan lebih meningkat, dan kualiti juga dapat kita jamin lah. So sepatutnya industri di Malaysia menerima teknologi tu dah lama dah. Seperti mana di negara-negara maju, di Jerman, di UK, di mana kalau di UK tu masyarakat dia kalau tak nak bekerja pun tak apa. So kerajaan dia boleh menyara, boleh support kehidupan masyarakat dia dengan diberi allowance bulanan yang minimum. Kerana negara mereka adalah negara pengeluar yang hebat, yang besar, industri yang boleh dia boleh memenuhi keperluan di negara-negara lain sekalipun. Sebab mereka kilang-kilang mereka dilengkapi dengan robot, dengan jentera mesin yang fully autonomous and fully controlled by internet and IoT dan sebagainya lah. Gitu. Tapi kesan tu memang akan terasa lah bila peluang pekerjaan tu makin kurang, tapi dari segi kualiti kehidupan tu akan meningkat. That is my opinion. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nora. Maybe Mr. Nik want to add some more?
Oh, yes, yes. Okay. About the answer your question, who asked about? Okay. About the after finish the school, the university about autonomous the study. Currently, the Hyundai or Kia company replace the engineer about the initial the conversion. The engineer is finished. So most most the department of the Hyundai and Kia change to the sensor engineer, sensor, radar sensor, camera sensor, and LiDAR sensor engineer replaced to the Hyundai and Kia instead of the engine engineer. So no more engine engineer. The meaning is in future the automotive the manufacturer car makers engineer will replace the many engineer to sensor engineer instead of the engine engineer. So but currently now there is no any the employee about the autonomous vehicle, but we concern about the future. So that's why the many university focus to the training development about the autonomous technology. So for this technology is for the near future. So not currently. So currently, there is a few the small company employ the sensor engineer and autonomous vehicle the technology engineer. Not many portion. Just a small portion in Korea case. So, but in the future, near future, so many company will replace the sensor engineer instead of the engine engineer. So I can say like this. So is it enough for your answer for your question?
Okay. Thank you very much. In relation to that, I have another question relating to the future of autonomous vehicle technology. Do you think that electronic and electrical system will totally replace mechanical system in the future? So I think this question is to Dr. Lee.
앞으로 일렉트릭 쪽, 전기 쪽. Currently, in Korea, the car maker focus to the bring up the fuel of the engineer for the sensor, not engine engineer. Yeah, so like electronics control and motor control, fuel cell and motor control. The engineer will be employed in the near future.
Okay, thank you very much. Another question to Dr. Lee. You mentioned just now about the autonomous vehicle competition in South Korea. Based on the competition, is there any industry involved in cooperation with the university for the competition?
대회가 산업체험 어떻게?
산업체에서 지원도 해주고.
So for the competition, the event, so many big company and small company about relative autonomous vehicle and another sector. Many companies sponsor for this event. So in case the winner, some big company employ the winner, and also if they have some good record in the competition event, so it will be good advantage to get a job in future in the industrial company.
지금 그리고 학생들이 만들고 있는 그 전기차 시스템 정도가 아주 높아요.
So
스킬이.
because the technique, the student technique to participate in the competition, the technology is very high compared with the normal the company. So that's why the many companies hijack. Yeah, many companies. Many companies the focus to the headhunting the participant the event. So many students want to participate in the event. So through their department of the university.
네, 우리 그리고 학생들이 직접 배터리도 제조, 고장 배터리를 직접 만들어요. 배터리를 셀을 사서 직접 제조를 하고 BMS도 직접 만들고, 그다음에 모터하고 MCU를 사서 직접 다 결합을 해서 굉장히 전기차에 대한 모든 기본 지식을 다.
For example, the battery and the EMS, EMS라고 하나요?
BMS.
BMS. Battery and BMS. The students that participated the competition, they don't use the commercial things. They make by themselves each component. Actually, they buy some material for make the component like battery or the BMS. So the students make the BMS and battery by themselves.
네, 그 이유는
so no use the commercial things.
네, 규정이 있기 때문에.
Because of the regulation of this competition. So
굉장히 다양하게 규정을.
So the regulation is very high to the high level. So that's why the many company the recruit some employees through the event. So sorry, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. I do understand. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. For the next question is from one of the audience. Maybe this question is for Mr. Nik Hilmizan. In the panel's view, can AV be widely used in Malaysia in the next 5 years? So because of your company is technology-based company, so maybe you can elaborate on that, Mr. Nik.
Yeah. 컴페티션 비디오도 한번 보여줄까요? 컴페티션 비디오 다 있는데.
Mr. Nik,
hold on. Yeah.
Kejap nak tengok video dulu ke? Okay.
Yeah. You can share the video first, Mr. Nik.
Yes.
Okay.
비디오부터 한번 보여줄까요? Yeah. So this video is for Boogie, the Boogie autonomous vehicle in university make. So can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
Can see. Yeah.
천천히 상관없나?
천천히.
오케이, 됐어. This book is unmanned tram. So the campus is a university campus in Korea, in Seoul.
Is this developed by GS1, Mr. Lee?
No, not from our company. This one is from the university made.
Okay.
The university students make every component by themselves. They buy some material from our company and some company. then with the material, they assemble by themselves everything. And also the software, they design and they programming by themselves. But absolutely, they buy some instrument like national instrument, NI. So with the NI device, they make the software and hardware assemble. Simulation.
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Do any company sponsor a student project?
소리 디렉터, hold on. 요거 잠깐 미니트 좀 시킬까요? 미니트? 정지가 아니고 소리 좀. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Do any company sponsor the student project on AV? In their any academic institution? I mean, the company sponsor the project?
어떤 컴퍼니가 아니에요?
학생들 스스로 만든 거예요.
The student make the everything and the company가 스폰서 했나 저거?
했을 거예요.
Yes, some company sponsored. Yeah, company sponsored. Yeah, with some sponsors from company.
And then when it comes to the competition, do the project is a collaboration between the university and the company?
회사하고 같이 했죠, 그죠?
네, 그렇죠.
Yes. Some companies advised the technology.
Okay.
And the company made the unmanned vehicle in Korea. Actually, I think the company CEO is from the university.
Okay. Before this, Malaysia got popular with the robotic project in Korea. So now we are very keen with the AV project with the Korean university.
Korea,
hopefully, it will come.
Yeah, Korea government promote the startup company. So inside the university, so the study group and the R&D group will make establish a company from there. So and government support many things like budget and some money to start the company from the university.
Okay.
예, 다 갔나 이거? 오케이. 요거.
Stop.
예. Enough? And I like to show another movie like the competition.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You can share your video.
Yeah.
됐대?
예, 됐대요. 됐고. 오케이, 그리고 근데 이제 다운받는데도 시간 걸리잖아. Okay, can you see?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this also developed by the university, yeah?
Yeah, every participant is from the university. So university students make by themselves every vehicle. Not the material. They use the normal car and they installed many sensors and devices and also algorithm and software. So they assemble everything and they participate the event.
예, 학생들 대회.
So there are the university and every year almost 50 universities participate. she talking about what was difficult. So she says the starving, no food was very hard. University student. Yeah. The university, the master course, some is master course, some is bachelor, master course.
이게 제일 빈대.
국민대가 많이 나오네. The professor, he is a professor for the advisor professor for the making the vehicle. 야, 5개 팀이네. 50가 아니고 15이었네요.
아니, 거기는 잘 약간 또 이거 말고 또 있어. 여기 실차고 실차 베이스고 아까 플랫폼 베이스 두 가지 있어.
Okay, this competition is for the real car, the competition, and another competition is the boogie or some the logistics, the robot autonomous. This is a real car autonomous. And this competition is the this competition is held in the real field, the real street and real road. But the boogie competition is a circuit inside a circuit.
Right. Thank you. So maybe I go back to Mr. Nik response. So you can start, Mr. Nik.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Nik, what is your response on the previous question?
Sorry, Bukhari. Sorry, I missed it.
Mr. Nik want to answer the question. Yeah.
Okay, the question is, can AV be widely used in Malaysia in next 5 years? Meaning by year 2026. I think yes, but just for level 3. Just for level 3 for next 5 years. As last 2 months on 5th March, Honda actually began leasing in Japan a limited edition of model 100 Legend Hybrid EX sedan. The model is 100 Legend Hybrid EX sedan. Actually, this car has been equipped with the newly approved level 3 automated driving equipment. Actually, this equipment has been or was granted by safety certification by the Japanese government to their autonomous named traffic jam pilot driving technology. And actually, this legally allow drivers to take their eyes off the road. But for level 4 and 5, I don't think so. And according to Tesla, by 2016, last 5 years, Tesla said that all of their cars are built with the necessary hardware to allow full self-driving capability at the safety level, means level 5 or level 4, level 5. But understand that until today, that yet been happen. Tesla also by today have yet to produce any level 5 AV. So by next 5 years, I think this level 3 should be widely used in Malaysia.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Nik. So we see also many of the car manufacturers in Malaysia try to introduce more and more autonomous technology, meaning that most of the car nowadays try to almost reach level 2, like Pro 2, Azia, and then Pro 2, Activa, and then we have Proton X50. Most of the technology implemented or embedded into the car system is almost level 2, or maybe level 2. So I think next question is for Dr. Nora, because of his experience in autonomous vehicle and artificial intelligence area. So between electric car and hybrid car, which are the most developed nowadays? This question is from the chat. So what is your opinion on that, Dr. Nora?
Okay, if we look at the scenario in China, last year there are about 3 million electric car was sold at that country. So I think electric car is more suit to the latest technology nowadays, because in terms of environments condition in China, so electric vehicles will improve the quality of the quality of environments, and we don't have to do a lot of maintenance for EV. So I think electric vehicle is run faster than a hybrid car nowadays. So if you want to focus either EV or hybrid car, so from my opinions, better we go for electric vehicles.
All right, thank you, Dr. Nora. I think next question is for Dr. Lee and Mr. Lee. Okay, in terms of autonomous vehicle technology, how does South Korea compare with other developed countries like Germany, USA, and Japan? Yeah.
지금 현재 한국의 기술은 뭐 아까 뭐 테슬라나 이런 나라보다는 테슬라나 이런 데보다는 좀 뒤떨어지지만 통상적으로 뭐 그좀 비슷한 그런 기술 수준까지 와 있어요.
So Korea's autonomous vehicle the technology reach up the almost similar the level with the advanced country like Japan or Germany, also the America. But we have many challenges to solve, and we have many things to have solve to the reach the more advanced the level. So as we told you, in Korea autonomous level is 2.5. So we ahead to the level 3. But to reach the level 3, there are many challenges, many problems to have to solve.
이게 이 차가 현재 이미 현대에서 2021년 3.5 레벨 겨냥해서 만든 차라.
This Ionic is target level 3, the 2004. 3.4. 3.4. 3.5. So the Ionic the target 3.5 the level. until 2020.
21년 타겟이요. 올 타겟.
This year. This year target. So, but actually the Tesla, the heading,
테슬라 득실.
the Tesla, the leading about the autonomous the technology. So we chase the Tesla with the 3.5 with the Ioniq of the Hyundai. So yeah, we are on the trying to develop continually. Enough answer?
Yeah, thank you very much. Interesting. It is interesting that sometimes ago that Malaysia and Korea are almost same level in especially in industrial technology, and then nowadays we see that Korea is progress much more better than Malaysia. Yeah, and let me see. Is there any question? No. So can I open to the audience in this session. If you have any question, just switch on the mic and you can.
Okay,
you
ask. You open the audience.
Yeah.
마이크 다 오픈했겠어요?
So if any of the audience wants to ask question or share your view, you can just on your mic and share some stuff.
So everybody can open their mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing he wants to say about the technology, Korea.
Yeah.
일단 자율주행이라고 하는 것은 자동차 스스로가 지금 현재는 우리가 그 GPS를 제외한 나머지는 주변 통신을 하지는 않아요. 주변과 가까워서
Korea gitu pun Korea.
Besar tadi banyak bang.
Betul.
Kecil.
Saya.
주변 통신을 하지 않기 때문에
주변 통신?
네.
이거 아니.
통신에서 보면 지금 말대로 예. vehicle to interface가 있고, infrastructure가 있고, infrastructure vehicle 있잖아요. 지금 현재 이런 통신을 하진 않고 있어요.
우리는 지금 어떤 거 하고 있는 거예요?
우리는 그냥 차만 그냥 이렇게 어떤 통신을 하고 있어요.
어디 한국? 아니
한국.
In Korea, we know about the communication between the vehicle and the surrounding. So just we don't reach V2I, V2V, and V2N, and V2P. We didn't reach about this technology yet.
예, 지금 한국에서는 지금 한국에서 몇 군데 지역을 지정해서 이러한 통신을 적용한 그런 시범 도시를 운영하고.
But in Korean government, have the plan make a smart city. Named smart city. Inside the smart city, so every vehicle can communicate with V2I, V2V, V2N, and V2P. So the smart city, named smart city, is the small area to communicate from between the vehicle to surrounding.
네, 정부 과제로서 추진하고 있습니다.
This is the Korea the project government to reach the more advanced the autonomous technology.
지금 현재 우리가 얘기하는 것은 차에 대한 어떤 운전자의 주행을 돕는 그런 시스템입니다.
So now we currently our technology level 2, level 2.5, level 3 is just assistant. The system assistant to the driver. No autonomous. Just assistant to the driver.
이런 통신이 다 완료가 돼야.
So after complete the technology about the V2I, V2V, V2N, V2P. After complete this technology, so we can go to the autonomous technology more perfectly. So you understand my point.
Yeah, sure. Is the V2X is a policy in South Korea, yeah?
Yes, policy is now currently Korea government put many money to make the smart city in the another city, 화성.
화성도
Yeah,
있고
city name is 화성.
세종시.
세종시도
네,
있고. Yeah, the city name is 화성 and 세종시. Yeah, there are some smart city.
Okay, maybe this is one last question for both of you, Dr. Lee and Mr. Lee. This may be out of scope, not about autonomous vehicle or electric vehicle. This is about solar car technology. So this is your maybe this is your opinion on the question. So what are the panelists' view on solar car technology in Korea? If there any technology related to that, and how far has it progressed? So maybe this is your opinion on solar car technology.
네, 솔라카는 솔라카는 사실 워낙에 효율이 그 면적의 효율이 너무 낮다 보니까 지금은 솔라카의 어떤 기술은 사실상 우리 자동차에 적용하지 않고 지금 그 부분 다 이런 쪽으로 많이 떨어졌어요. 네, R&D 쪽으로만 가지고 있다 정도.
So, some company and government, we just about the solar car. The solar car, the efficiency of the panel is very low currently. So, many company and some government sector they use this solar car project only the R&D sector, no commercial yet. So also this for this solar car the improvement of the solar car technology. So there are some the University of Competition event also every couple year. So but now we focusing to autonomous and we focusing to the EV car. So the solar car project is just a little bit come down now. So because the EV car and autonomous the technology is more hot, the more popular in Korea. So that's why the Korea government is focusing to the AV and the EV. So so to go to the solar car, we need to solve the how to improve about the efficiency of the solar panel, so and the storage the system. So 사장님, 오케이. 사장님의 생각은 어떠시냐고 이제 아까 물어봤거든요.
그러니까 그냥 솔라 쪽은 별로 이렇게.
So his opinion, the solar car also not popular in the future because of the
효율성이 없으니까.
the low the efficiency.
그리고 솔라카 자체도 어차피 그 태양광을 받아서 전기 에너지를 쓰는 거기 때문에 사실상 fuel셀이 더 효율적이고.
그렇죠. So to the convert from the sunlight to the energy, electric energy, the efficiency is very low. But we have the hydrogen. Hydrogen fuel cell is better for the compared with the solar. So, so that's why the Hyundai company, like a Hyundai company, focusing to the develop the hydrogen car. So we can recognize it through the which field the company invest. Like the Hyundai or Kia invest the hydrogen and another fuel cell system, not solar car. The meaning is the solar car is not popular in the future. So,
네, 한국은 그 수소차를 적극적으로 더 지원하다 보니까 지금 현재 수소 스테이션이 한 40개밖에 없는데 차기 뭐 5년 이내에 400개까지 증가한다.
Yes. So also the government interested with the hydrogen, no solar. So now currently the charging station, hydrogen charging station is 40 area, but in 1 year, in 1 year, next year, the government target 400 charging station installed in the Korea, so 10 times. The meaning is very, very interested with the hydrogen. So, as the result, the solar car technology is a little bit come down. So that's why the the event, the competition event also now the stop. Now stop is now stop. So the government is promote the every competition, the university. So, okay.
All right, thank you. One more question from one of the audience today, from Alina from GMI, German Malaysia Institute.
GMI.
Yeah. How about the maintenance aspect related to AV? And one more question. What's next after AV? What's next after autonomous vehicle? So two questions actually. Sorry about that. Okay. You missed that, yeah.
AV가 끝나면 이게 AV는 그 운전자 보조 장치와 이런 통신이 끝나면은 바로 이제 언맨드 비클로 가는 거예요. 언맨드.
So after AV, so final the stage. Final stage after the finish the V2I, V2V,
yes.
V2N, and V2P, V2X. After V2X, so the final stage will be the unmanned system. So unmanned vehicle system. So after AV, we go to unmanned system, unmanned vehicle.
언맨드와 자율주행 오토노미우스 언맨드 비클 분명히 다른 개념이죠.
So we need to separate the unmanned system and the AV system is different. So after AV, we go to unmanned system. The unmanned system including the artificial AI도 포함이에요. artificial intelligence, 인공지능.
그렇죠, 다 들어가요.
unmanned도.
그러니까 다 못했어요.
네. So we need to separate thinking between the autonomous vehicle and the unmanned vehicle. So after autonomous, we go to unmanned vehicle system.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we have come to our end of the session event today. Considering the benefit of autonomous driving vehicle offered to us in terms of both safety and the reduction of traffic jams, it is evident that they stand to change the future in significant way. Most of us are young and old affected by cars because it is the most common form of the transportation in the world today. Having said that, the technology offers in a way to make traveling more effective. It should certainly be embraced. Furthermore, utilizing this vehicle because of their capabilities will improve both driver confidence and assurance to pedestrian. So what we've discussed just now is more on towards the safety and the technology aspect of the autonomous vehicle. So as a result, this could change the very way that people live. In fact, not only could change how people live, it also has power to save their life. So having said that, I would like to thank Mr. Mohammad Zubair Mohammad Hanafah, our Director of Politeknik Sultan Azlan Shah, Mr. Nik Hilmizan, CEO of Glocatech Holding Sdn Bhd. Our panelists for today's event, Dr. Nora, Dr. Lee, Mr. Lee, and Mr. Hanizan for their in-depth sharing and presentation just now. And thank you for everyone who attend this session. Hope to see you guys again in another autonomous vehicle event. And Assalamualaikum and goodbye. Before we leave, can everyone switch on their camera so that we can take online photo? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bukhari. Yeah.
Just switch on your camera. Yeah. Dr. Lee, can you switch off your share screen? Yeah.
그럼 제가 이제 하는 거야?
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and another one. Thumbs up. Yes, good.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay, third time. Last one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you everyone. Okay, goodbye and
Bye,
have a
thank
nice
you.
day and
Bye,
have
have
a
a nice
great
day too.
weekend. Yeah.
고생 많으셨습니다.
어차피나.
Recording stopped.